Okay, we got Starlink. It looks like it's connected. We had our NAT type port forwarded and DMZ'd with our old router, and it would take the NAT type to open instead of strict. But as soon as we hooked up the Starlink, it took it to a strict NAT type. We're gonna do our first test here and see. This is through the Xbox, which is pretty consistent, and so it's what we've always tested our speed by, and it actually works, fairly well. We might do some other tests and using some other methods there and just see how it goes. But I've got this direct wired into the router right here, and so it is not going over Wi-Fi, so it's a direct connection in, and we will test our network speed and statistics. And we will see what kind of speed we're getting, or if we're fully connected yet. So we were at 1.89, which is extremely high for Bell. We don't usually get it that high. And we'll see what comes up here when we do this test. And of course the dog is barking. We'll see if we get a connection here. So 160 with a 14.8 megabyte upload and 59 milliseconds of latency. Holy cats, that is friggin' sick compared to 1.89. That is exceptional, and it is very windy outside right now and kind of storming with cloud cover, so that is pretty dang cool. I don't expect it to be that high all the time, but we'll just back it up and try it again. One more kick here, one more kick at the can using the Xbox direct wired. I have no other connections on Wi-Fi right now except my phone, which I needed to do the setup of the router. So you needed to make a password and name your Wi-Fi connection and so on. We'll see if we can get it to come in at about the same, and if it does, it's going to be fairly stable here for the moment anyway. I don't know why it does that. 143. It's still pretty awesome. Wow. 57 seconds of latency. I wish that latency was a little bit lower, but we'll try it out gaming here and see if that latency translates into a little bit of lag for first-person shooter games. And for a hit scan on a first-person shooter game, as soon as you pull the trigger, it should automatically hit the target. Some targets, depending on the game, when you pull the trigger, say if you shot an arrow, the arrow would take time to impact the target, but on a hit scan, it should hit instantly, so we'll see if that happens.